Aaron, you had made the comment before the postseason started that you thought this was the most talented roster you had ever had here as the manager. Ultimately, why do you think you guys weren't able to get it done this postseason?
Yeah, the ending's the worst, right? Especially when you know you have a really good group and a group of guys that really came together so well. At the right time. The final couple of months. This was a team. And it's a team that played for one another, did a lot of really good things, and we got beat here. Credit to, the Blue Jays and the year they've had, and they beat us this series. Simple as that. And, it doesn't make it any easier. It's a beat-up room in there. They're still sharing with one another. I felt like I should come out and owe you guys this, but know that, the guys are in there still sharing with one another because they truly became a really close team and a really good team. And it's the awful part of this is the journey you go on and this has been a tough year for me personally, but all you go through to kind of become this kind of team you think can really do something special, and for it to abruptly end is always difficult. And you just, it's a beautiful game that so many of us and you guys here and, certainly within our organization, every organization you pour so much into to go on this long journey to have a chance to chase a dream and win a championship. And when it ends this way, it's always, it's terrible. It hurts. But I know for me personally, I know for a lot of those guys, it also continues to ignite your fire to want to get back and play in these meaningful games and have a chance at glory. So I thank you guys that cover us all the time and are here. And again, I want to congratulate the Blue Jays and their organization. They've had a terrific year and have built an outstanding team. And credit to John and those guys. They took it to us this series.
Aaron, you look at tonight in particular, the offense did have quite a few opportunities to get that big hit. What was their staff doing that just did not allow you guys to come through in those situations?
Yeah, I mean, look, anytime you're in a bullpen game, obviously it doesn't always work, but it can be really effective because, you usually build the lineup to go face another starting pitcher. They're bringing in people to face your lineup. So you're getting guys, and they have obviously a number of talented guys that, pitched effectively and, were able to, hold us down enough. And when we did have some opportunities, we're able to thwart it enough. So just obviously not our night.
Go to Brendan on your right.
What was your view on the Jazz ball where he kicked it off his glove?
Yeah, just ball hit sharply, but one he's going to turn all the time.
And just coming off of last night, the emotion from yesterday, did you feel some kind of carryover with this team? Do you think that there might have been, coming out a little bit flat considering how heavy things were yesterday?
No, I felt kind of the opposite. But you don't play, you don't win games on emotion all the time. It's about, execution and they were better than us tonight and in this series.
Just move a few folks down to Joel.
Aaron, two things if possible. You described this as an awful year for me. Why?
Did I say awful year for me? Yeah. Tough year, hard year.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a hard year. I mean, there was just some tough moments and, but also like in a lot of ways very rewarding to go through some of the moments we went through, in the middle of the season, especially, you know, and to see this kind of team come together in a really special way. I mean, that is a tight knit and I feel like we got so much better in the final couple months of the season. So it was more a very tough year on me. That's all. And it's not about me, but that's all I was saying. But also very rewarding to go through it and see what these guys became.
The other thing is, you have had to kind of give a version of this press conference a lot during your time here. Does your belief system that things will change take a dent at all, and that you guys will eventually break through this?
Oh no, I'm confident we'll break through. I have been every year, and I believe in so many of the people in that room. So that hasn't changed. The fire hasn't changed. It's hard to win the World Series, you know. So been chasing it all my life.
Second row on your left, Aaron. Ron.
What do you say to Aaron after a year like this, where he has one of the great offensive seasons in baseball history, is always optimistic the team will get there, yet in the end just keeps coming up as a team without the title?
That's sports. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, and he and I wholeheartedly believe that it will. So, you know, again, you keep working your tail off to get back to this position and punch through.
And do you find it at some level hard to believe with 10 years of the type of numbers he's putting up that the breakthrough hasn't happened?
I don't know. Again, I don't take anything for granted in this game, and being in it my whole life, I know how hard it is to win in the end. And, you know, so I have too much respect for the sport and the competition of it, you know, for that.